Every new project, every new space comes with a kind of uncertainty. It might be uncomfortable, it's unfamiliar, but sometimes that's exactly where we need to be. I'm Dawn Okoro, and I'm one of the artists for Meow Wolf Houston. I made the Liberty Vault, and today is day one of my art install. I live in Austin, so I packed up my art supplies and drove into Houston that morning. I've been nervous leading up to the install, and it's just in my nature. It's a big project, it's something I've never done before, and I want to do a great job. I'm in Houston at the site of the new Meow Wolf, and I'm working on my project, and it's a construction site, so as you can see, I've got my construction gear on, and there are a lot of people here, a lot of movement, a lot going on. And today I want to give a special shout out to TaSz. Thank you so much for composing the soundtrack for my piece. And as always, I'm looking forward to showing it to y'all when it's ready. Now that I'm on site, the first step is unloading my car trunk and bringing all my art supplies up to the space. There are still a few minor things that the construction workers need to do in my room. I learned that today they're going to be installing the baseboards, so I'm going to step out for a minute while they take care of that. And then when they're done, I'm going to come back in and do some prep work and hopefully paint my ceilings today. I've taped off my ceiling to get it ready to be painted. Right now I'm in the car taking a break. It is so hot here in Houston. I used to live here, but I forgot just how hot it gets in the summer. It's just so humid. So I'm taking a break. I've got my water. So I didn't really get a lot done today. I wanted to finish painting my ceiling today, but I didn't get that done yet. There were workers putting in baseboards. One of the requirements is you have to wear boots. So I figured, well, I've got Docs, so I'll wear those, but my Doc Martens are just not quite broken in yet. They're not comfortable. So tonight I'm going to be just looking to see if I can overnight get some comfortable boots. I don't know if I'm going to get some Timberlands or what. But my feet were hurting, and I definitely got to drink lots of water, stay hydrated, and hopefully tomorrow will be more productive for me. Welcome to day two. Today I am hoping to get the ceiling painted, and if I can get started on the walls, that would be great. Before I paint the ceiling, I need to cover the floor in plastic to avoid paint drips falling on the floor. Looks like the construction workers are finished working in my room for now. There's still the floor that needs to be done, like the planks need to be put down, but I think I'm going to be able to get quite a bit done today. I'm about to head on a journey to get water to fill in my bucket, and then I can start painting. This morning, the usual entrance that I come in was blocked off because they're working on some electrical stuff, so I had to get an escort and go through kind of a maze to get back in. Let's see if I can remember how to get to the water station. This is the stairwell that I normally go down. It's the one closest to my room. Now we're at front of house. I get to walk by all these artists working on their murals. Okay, I made it through the maze to the water station. I'm filling up my bucket so that I can use the water to dip my paint brushes in. When I wrap up for tonight, I'll come back here to rinse out my brushes and empty my dirty paint water into the container. Let's see if I can remember how to get back to my room. I think I head this way and go into one of the doors on the left. Right now I'm passing by what will be the ruins. It's so cool seeing all the artists bringing this room to life. Okay, so I made it. I got my water. I found my way back, getting to learn the space a bit better, and I've got the floor covered in plastic, so let's get started. Before I came down to the site, I went to Home Depot to get a custom color of interior paint mixed. The color matches the blue tiles that will be on the floor. This paint is gliding on really nicely. It's been a few hours. I got hungry, so I walked over to St. Arnold's Brewery, which is across the street. Time for a lunch break. I just got back from lunch, feeling more refreshed. I got like half the ceiling painted before I took a break, so I'm hoping to finish the rest of it today. My feet have been hurting while I worked, so I went ahead and ordered some Skechers hiking boots, and they'll arrive in the morning, so I'm going to go ahead and try those out, and hopefully they'll be kinder to my feet than the Doc Martens. Hey, we're at day 3 of working here on the site at Meow Wolf. Today my goal is to touch up the ceiling and get started on these walls, actually sketching out my design. The thing that I'm struggling right now with the ceiling is that there are speakers up there for my sound, and then there are speaker covers, but There are these screens that go over the speakers, and I was told I could paint the screens as long as I didn't get paint clogged into the holes on the screen. But I'm using wall paint on the screens, and it's just looking horrible. So I'm gonna need to ask Gonzo for some advice. Gonzo's really experienced with spray painting, and he knows a lot about this kind of stuff. Gonzo 24/7 is an award-winning Houston graffiti artist, and his work is seen all over the world. He's the artist liaison for Meow Wolf Houston. I really appreciate Gonzo, and he's been so helpful and kind throughout this whole thing. I'm taking a sponge and dipping it into the paint, and then I'll lightly dab the paint onto the grills. Maybe I'm putting too much pressure on the sponge? I thought I could get a nice coating of paint on the grill, but it just looks blotchy. And it seems impossible for me to keep the paint from pooling into the tiny holes of the grill. I need to figure out how to salvage this. I'm gonna put the speakers away for right now and get this plastic sheet out of the way. It actually would be kind of ideal to have some kind of protective covering for the floor, but this is too bulky and it's just getting in the way. All right, I'm wrapping up day 3. I didn't get all the wall sketch, but I got 3 walls sketched. So tomorrow I've got 2 more walls to sketch. So we'll get that done, and then tomorrow we'll start on the actual outline of the piece. So I'm excited about that. I also spoke with Meow Wolf about the issue with the speaker covers. So we're working on resolving that. So now I'm just gonna clean up and pack up my stuff and get ready to come in tomorrow. So now we're on day 4 of work for my project. What I'm gonna do right now is make a note of probably what I've done so far, and then what my goals are for next week and my goals for today. And I'm gonna take note of some things that I need to come back to and touch up. Like there's still some things on the ceiling. There's an exit sign, and they're telling me that there's a chance that we could swap out this bulky exit sign I have for a nice clear one. And so for now, I'm not even painting right up to the edge of my current exit sign, so we'll get to that later. I'm working on scraping the paint off of these speaker covers. I spoke with Gonzo, and he recommended that I spray paint the speaker covers. He said he has a buddy who might be able to compress my blue paint into a spray can, and if not, he has a large collection of spray paint, and I may be able to find a blue that closely matches my ceiling color. So now I need to go in and scrape off all the paint from those speaker grills, and then I can go in and spray paint instead. So this is with the paint scraped off the best I could, and I have a very hard nail file in my car, so I'm gonna bring that up and see if that'll help. Just getting closer to a solution for these things. And hopefully by the end of the day I could get some black outlines done on my painting. I'm starting to outline my mural with black acrylic paint. After I get a solid outline down, then I'll come in and start adding colors. So I'm gonna add a flesh color for the figure skin. I finally feel like I'm making art now. Just wrapping up day 4. I got my sketch done on all the walls, and as you can see behind me, I'm beginning to do my black outlines. And on day 5, I'm going to continue with those black outlines on each wall. I'm done for the day. I've rinsed out my brushes. Now I'm emptying out my paint water. I tried the Skechers boots today. About a few hours into the workday, my feet still started hurting. The boots are squeezing my toes. So I just got back from Houston. After I wrapped up my work at Meow Wolf today, I headed home. It's like a three-hour drive, and took a quick shower, changed clothes, kind of freshened up a little bit, and now I'm headed to the group show Temperate Grasslands at Big Medium. I showed my Pedgie painting at the show, and I'm experimenting with doing large portraits on paper. This weekend I also swam and skated before getting ready to head back to Houston. Thank you for watching this series, and the next episode I deal with a frustrating day. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. And while you're at it, go ahead and thumbs up this video and follow me on social media. I post a lot on Instagram and TikTok.